So students, this is another lecture regarding 3D modeling. As usual, we will be learning some new things from of SolidWorks in this class. To be precise, in this class, our main focus would be polar array, or as we call it in SolidWorks, but we call it as round pattern, right? Or circular pattern. So we will be learning circular pattern or polar array in SolidWorks today, right? So in order to do that, trying we will try to draw or create a model. The drawing of the model is given over here. This is a flange, right? This is a flange, and as you can see, the flange has 6 slots for 6 poles, and there is a slot for what? A shaft, right? So this is the front view of the flange, and this is the cross-sectional side view of the flange, right? So, as usual, we will be first discussing how our plan would be. Let's just plan out how we will draw this, right? First of all, we will just draw this cross section and revolve it around the line, right? So we will be learning revolve as well. We will learn revolve command as well. Revolve tool as well in this lesson, right? So there will be axis like this, and we will just revolve this cross section over an axis. So in that way, we will get the solid flange, right? After that, we will create one circular hole, and then we will use circular pattern to create the remaining 5, right? That is how we are going to draw it. Now let's just start. As usual, first of all, we will be start with a new one. We will start with a new one. Part. Okay. Um, it will take a little time. It will take a little time. All right. And I think, see, you can see that the dimensions are in 1.315, right? So these dimensions are given in meter. These dimensions are given in meter. We have not specified here, but the dimensions are given in meter, I suppose. So I will try, I will convert them into centimeter, and I will draw this as my own, right? So let's just check once whether okay, so let's just take now. This is in millimeter gram per second, right? So I can take meter, and I can use this dimension, or I can just keep it. Okay, let's just take meter, right? Let's just take meter. Let's just draw as it is required. Okay, alright. So make these 3 planes visible first. So these 2 more planes are visible as well, right? After that, first of all, our aim is to draw this one, right? This cross section. So let's just go to front plane. Okay, now just sketch this cross section. I will be using lines. I'll start from here. I'll start from here. Okay, not from here actually. I'll start from somewhere here. Then I will go there. I'll just barely take this shape, right? I will just try to barely get this shape. After that, I will give the dimensions. Okay, so this much has been done. Okay, lines have been done. Now just give dimensions. This should be how much? This is, you can see this dimension is not given. So let it be. This dimension is not given, so let it be. Just delete this dimension. Now the height of this dimension from here to here is given, right? And this is how much? This is 0.875 divided by 2. So 0.875 divided by 2, right? So this has been given, right? Okay, this has become too much. So control Z. Okay, first of all, let's just make this dimension possible. The outer one, just draw the outer one first, right? The outer one is how much? 2.688, right? So this should be 2.688 divided by 2. This is given done right. Now change this one. This one would be 0.875 divided by 2, right? This much is done as well, right? We have reached this much. Now, as these two things have been done, what is the length? So there is one more dimension that I should give. This is how much? This is this much, right? Which is 0.375. 0.375, right? Enter. Done. Yes. Now again, this height is something different. This height from here is something different, which is 1.313 divided by 2. Enter. Okay. So I've gotten this much. Now this distance is how much? This distance, as you can see, is 0.8875. 0.875. Enter. Done, right? So this cross section has been created. So this cross section has been drawn, right? I have got this cross section. Now let's just do it okay, and I have to do one more thing, that is I have to draw a center line so that I can revolve the whole cross section around. So let's just draw the center line. This much will do. I don't need much. This much will do. The center line has been done. Escape. Now just get out of this sketch. Right? So okay, so this is my drawing. Alright, so just get out of this sketch. I do not need this sketch anymore. Now I have to revolve it. Select the sketch and go to the features, go revolve. Right? Now see, it has already taken this axis on its own. If it did not, then I would have had to select this axis. Right? Now I don't have to do it because it has taken it already. Now just click on OK, and we have got our what we have got this whole fringe. So once the fringe has been drawn, the fringe has been drawn, right? Now we just have to draw the 6 holes of slots for it, right? So we have already learned the revolve command. Now we will be learning the circular pattern. First of all, we have to draw this at least one pocket over here. I will select the side plane. I will go perpendicular to this. This should be my center for the circle. Go into sketch again. Select the circle. Draw the circle over here, right? Okay. Now the center of the circle should be at a distance of how much? See, um, we do not know this distance, so we will be modifying this distance later. Let's just go over here. See, so the diameter of the circle is 2.063. So this should be radius of this fixed circle, which would be half of this. So this should be 2.063 divided by 2 inches, right? Again, this is the diameter of this fixed circle, right? So the radius of the fixed circle is the half of this, and then from here to here, this distance is the radius of this fixed circle only, right? That is why this half of it, right? So I have drawn this circle. Now let's just give dimension to this circular hole, which is 0.25, right? For 0.02. So which is 0.25. The diameter is 0.25, right? So the diameter would be 0.25, right? Enter. So the hole has been created. The sketch for the hole has been created. Now get out of the sketch. Again, go to feature. I have to select the sketch. Then I have to go for extrude cut. Let's see. This would be in opposite direction. I will just go up to the surface, and I will just select this surface. Right? Once I do that, the hole will be created from here to this through. Click on OK, and we have our folder. One hole only there. So we have to create script, right? So just select this extrude cut. go to the pattern. Here there will be a linear pattern, and if you click in the arrow, you will get a circular pattern. Now, once you get the circular pattern, you need to axis for the parameter. There is no axis. Then, if I just select this circle for instance, the axis for this circle would be the axis of rotation. So, I'm just selecting this. Okay, this one has been selected. Now this has been selected. Right? So I have selected this edge. So the center of this edge has become the center for the circular pattern. Right? So it is already preset, right? 6, 360 degrees. So I can just change them with 8 as well. If I change them with 8, then there will be 8 circles instead of 6. Instead of 360 degrees, I can make it like 270, so it will be extended from here to 70 degrees in anti-clockwise direction. Okay? So I just need 360 only. So I will keep it 360. And I need 6 slots, not 8. So I will keep it as 6 only. Okay? So my circular pattern will be like this. I just click on OK, and this is completed. My frame is complete. Now I do not need plane, so I am hiding this plane. Also, I am hiding this origin, and this is not needed as well. So this is my complete base of the product, right? This is my page. Uh, this is my page, and just maximizing it. This is my page, and let's just try to change the color of it. Okay, let's try to change the color of. So go to the appearance, go to the color, and change the color of the open. Just make it as okay, okay, or the radiation. With this, so you can just make it as a, you can give it a copper texture. I think this color is good. You can give it a copper texture. So you can just click on it and you can do like this. So that's the edges on it. It will be actual color. It will be actual. That is the info a info this range using solid. Alright, that's it.